ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथामयं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलान् श्रीगुरुवैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणललित श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमस्ते सारस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So, welcome to our systematic study of Vedic scriptures. In that we are reading Bhagavad Gita chapter 12, verse 15. So, we hope that we are understanding the importance of Bhagavad Gita more and more, because we don't want to take any risk. We don't want to just waste this wonderful opportunity that we have. And how we can make our life successful is by taking up devotional service. And this whole chapter is dealing with that, telling what is superior kind of worship. Is it impersonal worship or personal worship? And after understanding that it is the personal form of worship, because one can really engage actively in offering various kinds of paraphernalia, various ways of serving the Lord, and one can very easily absorb in meditating and fixing the mind upon the Lord. And there were also parts where we were options which are still there, so that it's not like this devotional process, this devotion service is not for me. No, everyone has a way how they can um, practice and elevate and come to this topmost, which is fixing our mind upon the Lord all the time. So, yeah, that we continue reading the 12th chapter, verse number 15. Who would like to read this?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
please.
can read this. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, please proceed.
Yasmano dijite lokho lokano dijite chaya harshamarsha harshamarsha bhayo tigvair mukto ya cha me priya. Yeah. We by whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. A few of devotees' qualifications are further being described. No one is put into difficulty, anxiety, fearfulness, or dissatisfaction by such a devotee. Since a devotee is kind to everyone, he does not act in such a way as to put others into anxiety. At the same time, if others try to put a devotee into anxiety, he is not disturbed. It is by the grace of the Lord that he is so practiced that he is not disturbed by any outward disturbance. Actually, because a devotee is always engrossed in Krishna consciousness and engaged in devotional service, such material circumstances cannot move him. Generally, a materialistic person becomes very happy when there is something for his sense gratification and his body. But when he sees that others have something for their sense gratification and he hasn't, he is sorry and envious. When when he is expecting some retaliation from an enemy, he is in a state of fear. And when he cannot successfully execute something, he becomes dejected. A devotee is always transcendental to all these disturbances, is very dear to Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mahesh Prabhu. So this is in the series. This comes in the series of understanding that qualities that the Lord likes the most. 13, 14. If we go back, is telling about Nirmama Niharankara and yeah, 13 and 14. One who is not envious. Hmm. Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitreya karuna evacha nirmama nirankara sama dukkha sukha kshami santushta sadatam yogi. So all these qualities I think we discussed last week. Yatatma drudha nishchaya. So when we want to be on this path is not a catwalk. It definitely means that one has to be very, very determined. We cannot expect that, okay, let the waves, we know how the waves in the ocean, they kick out any trash onto the shore. So similarly, if we think that, okay, let me stay for a while here and see what will happen, we'll be simply again thrown out. So we should have a, a, a plan, determination. Yeah. My arpita manobuddhir. So we are super intelligent, and if we believe in that, that intelligence should be used the right way. Otherwise, that intelligence, if we don't use it properly, then it means it's just waste of valuable assets that we have. Just like India is well known for so many service companies. One of the reasons is that India is not very flourishing country in the past where um, one could set up manufacturing or production based companies, but it was offering service because to start up a service with least investment is very practical, and afterwards using one's intelligence, this service one can expand it, and that way small companies took a shape of what is it called, MNCs, multinational companies, which also started attracting the world. What is the investment? The investment is one's own mind and intelligence. With that, of course, I'm not preaching how to set up a software company or what is the benefit of it, what can one gain. But if you see, we are in built with these abilities of using our intelligence. We have intelligence, we have mind. Um, all these qualities, right, are not only the qualities of a devotee, but these are the qualities of a successful person even in today's world. One is very much determined. Whatever may happen, I would grow. Whatever may happen, I would use my intelligence. Whatever may happen, I will be fixed. So these are the qualities which the Lord likes if one is exercising them in the devotional service, because He's not saying that one settles, one becomes richy rich. No, He says, uh, "Yo mad bhakta samay priya." That kind of devotees are very dear to me. Yeah. Did we complete the whole purport of this last time? I think so, right? And here we are talking about yasman, no dvajate loko, loka, no dvijate chaya, harsha marsha bhayodvegair, mukto, yeah, sacha me priya. Mukta means freedom from what? Bhaya. Harsha marsha. Harsha marsha means happiness and distress. Now, when we come, is someone? Should go on mute, I don't know. Please check once. Mhm. So here we are talking about the qualities, by whom no one is put into difficulty, which means we should understand that everyone has equal right to practice bhakti, and everyone are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. In that way, everyone is related with each other, and so one should always look for the welfare of the others. And uh, by whom no one is put into difficulty, and who is not disturbed by anyone. So first of all, our business is not to trouble others. This is first thing. Even whatever condition it is, if we are thinking ourselves as mature, maturity comes in how we handle a situation. Yeah, of course. Today's world is in today's world we see that everyone is looking an opportunity to benefit for himself. So that is okay as long as we are not uh, we are not moving from being noble. Yeah, we should be very noble, and not just say that hey, someone else has done it, I will also do it. If someone else is dooming, why should I get doomed? We should always think that. We should not always use examples to fall down. We should always use examples around us to grow. And in that process, automatically we will understand, okay, negative thoughts, negative qualities will only drag us down. So, one of such negative qualities to cause inconvenience or difficulty to others. And it is even said that causing inconvenience to Vaishnava is very, very, very bad. Why? Because Vaishnava is always busy, always trying to fix himself in the service of the Lord, always fixed his mind uh, unto the Lord. So, if one causes inconvenience to a devotee, what to say, it's not at all dear to the Lord, and not only not dear to the Lord, Lord will also, um, yeah, correct such propensities of people. So one should not. A few of devotees' qualifications are described here. No one is put into difficulty, anxiety, fearfulness, or dissatisfaction by such a devotee. So we should always aspire. And then, of course, this doesn't mean that we are um, leaving our path to just keep others satisfied. Hmm? Okay, to satisfy others, let me compromise my standards. No, that is not right. Because after all, we want to please the Lord, and to please the Lord is to deal such a way that it is satisfactory to others, but also that we are also a piece of satisfaction to the Lord. This means when we develop a noble character, we don't want to cause inconvenience to others. Because we are noble, we are always having complete trust in the Lord. Uh, we ourselves are not going through this anxiety. So why to cause anxiety and fearfulness to others? That's also not right. Since a devotee is kind to everyone, he does not act in such a way as to put others in anxiety. Uh, we try. We should try our best so that others are not put in anxiety, which means we help each other. Of course, again, when helping each other, it doesn't become like, okay, in the mode of goodness business of helping and helping. Okay, that person needs this person needs that. Let me start providing all these things and forget Lord. No, we should very much focus ourselves because our strength to be stable. Uh, we don't we don't rely on others to grant it. We rely on the Lord and His devotees to grant it. For that, what we have to do is we have to practice bhakti. We have to be in the path of devotion. So we should not be on the path of devotion. So whatever disturbance. So we usually Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Were you able to hear me well, or because I saw some internet issue?
Yeah, in between for 1 minute or so. Otherwise, it was fine.
From where should I start?
Just a minute or two before. Prabhuji.
Okay. A minute or two, we are talking about that we gain the strength to practice devotion from the Lord. And we see that it is by the grace of the Lord that he is so practiced that he is not disturbed by any outward disturbance. So these great qualities, they don't just come on their own. These definitely are the blessings of the Lord. But we also have to show our determination that yes, I would like to serve you. And in that process, embrace these qualities because these are the qualities that please the Lord the most. Actually, because the devotee is always engrossed in Krishna consciousness and engaged in devotional service, such material circumstances cannot move him. Generally, a materialistic person becomes very happy when there is something for his sense gratification and his body. And again, he's becoming very, very sad when something he doesn't get, and he becomes sorry and envious because someone else is getting the position, someone else is getting the name and fame. So when he's expecting some retaliation from an enemy, he's in a state of fear, and when he cannot successfully execute something, he becomes dejected. This is what we are seeing. We see also how the dealings of people in this world are. It's very, very bad because people are ready to pull others and climb on them. This is what we are talking about. What is that? Neck cutting or throat cutting competition? I don't know the right word, but yeah. So in this busy of competition, what is happening is that we always want to grow. For that matter, we don't care others. We don't care. Uh, if someone is successful, we want to pull him down because of envious of his greatness or his good fortune. But a devotee uh, who is always transcendental to all these disturbances uh, is very dear to Krishna. So uh, if we want to be on the right path, if we want to achieve success, if we want to grow quickly, we should do something that pleases the Lord. And these are the qualities. Not only this gives us ultimate success, this also helps us to be on track. Hmm. Any questions in this verse? Yeah, I mean, anyway, next 5 verses we'll still discuss about the qualities of devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
One question, Prabhuji. So, should we proactively try to cultivate these qualities, or should we just depend on the Hari Nam that if we just chant and these qualities will come uh, on its own by the effect of chanting?
Yeah, good question. So, should we explicitly endeavor for these qualities, or will it come when we engage ourselves in the Sankirtan? Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
hmm yeah. The main thing is that we chant. But if we don't have these qualities, how can we chant properly? Hmm? If we are always in anxiety, what kind of quality of chanting we can bring? Ajay Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
The purification is being going on, but what is the value of such purification when we do not realize? It is something like an elephant going for a bath in the sea and coming and throwing the dust. Hmm? Yeah, one could chant, one could chant. Yeah, this chanting should definitely, but are we realizing the benefit of the chanting? For that also we need to have characters or qualities through which we can appreciate this. Hmm. So purification is happening, and also impurity is also there. When the heart is impure, how can we invite Krishna in our heart? Hmm? That is also one of the reasons why we take long time to appreciate the glories of chanting. Isn't it the case?
Yes, Prabhuji, yeah, correct.
Hmm. So that's why it's always better to cultivate. Yeah, in the cultivation process, we do things simultaneously. First thing is we remove the weeds. Yeah. At the same time, we are also taking care of the crop. We do both things at same time. It's not like, okay, if I put the wheat seeds or rice grains, then everything is coming up. I don't have to do anything. Only after everything is there, these weeds are taken care. No, these weeds are the cause of what? Hmm? They damage the crop. Of course, you have somehow brought nice grain, nice seeds, environment, everything is there. But if the weeds are also growing, the crop is getting uh, spoiled. And one fine day, we are growing a nice field of only weeds. Hmm. Yeah, getting the point. So it's, of course, the greatness of chanting is so powerful, but that greatness can be achieved when we also do proper chanting, not just like Hare Shasha Krishna Shasha, all this kind of yeah. Why are this happening? Because we are in anxiety. If we are in anxiety, are we able to chant properly? Hmm? If we are extremely happy, I don't know whether we do proper chanting. If we are extremely happy, we just first want to enjoy the happiness. And when the happiness or the mood comes down, then we think, okay, let me take japa. Or when there is sadness, we think, oh, I'm so much disturbed. How can I chant? So that's why chanting definitely has its potency. But to come to the platform of proper chanting, offenseless chanting, to even cross over this nama bhas phase, we have to also remove with our explicit efforts all these anarthas in our heart. Yeah, that only speeds up the process and saves us from yeah, risking our crop or risking our success. Yep. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Prabhuji, may I ask a question?
Yes, please. Was it Shakti Priya?
Yeah. My question here is, okay, there is chant, you say that we should not have any anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we pray for
Mm-hmm.
having something, maybe some basic requirement in our life.
Mm-hmm.
So what is chanting and what is praying?
Mm-hmm.
So should we pray only for God's grace, or can we also pray for our basic requirements? I mean, so when we pray for basic requirements, then comes anxiety.
Okay.
My question is,
Maybe can you give a practical example? Of course, need not be personal example, but a practical example which we can use for discussing.
um, okay, simply to getting a job. So we are
Mm-hmm.
anxious about it, uh,
Mm-hmm.
of attending interviews and getting the results and all that. So there, of course, I can chant, um, just say mantra, or should I also pray and ask for this? So should I just accept whatever God gives to me, or can I also ask something to God? Or can I ask
What
only
is best? What is best? What do you think is best between both?
whatever God gives is the best?
Mm-hmm. When we have faith in that, I think anxiety is already gone, isn't it?
Yes.
Hmm? The thing is that we try to have a plan, and we think that this is right for us, and that's why we start again having so much expectation on that. When it comes to interview, we think that okay, yeah, we are preparing for it, and all the time we are thinking, oh, if this job comes, you know what, I'll be getting this much money. If I get this much money, I have this plan, this plan. We have a big plan with just one job, and then what is happening? Because we have such a high expectations out of it, there is also immediately what? Fear.
Mm.
Anxiety is anyway there until, and then there is also fear, like what will happen if I don't succeed? Just a thought of like that will occupy us. And are we able to chant properly? Are we able to even pray properly? Whatever we are thinking that we are praying in that anxiety, is it really the right prayer?
No.
Yeah. So what happens is that in that anxiety, we are just carried away. But that's why we need association. That's why we need association of devotees. We see that, oh, I see people who are mm, not scared or not in anxiety. Of course, their situation may be different, their requirement may be different, but problems are there for everyone. If it's not this kind, there will be some other kind of problem. But we see that irrespective of that, whatever problem is there, how are the devotees handling it? Huh? And anxiety, for example, we very well know if someone is preparing for exams and if he is anxious, how much can he deliver? Of course, he should really be focused. He should not take it so casual that, okay, what will happen? I don't care. No, he should be very, very, I don't know if fear is the right word, but a sense of urgency.
Mm.
It is not fear, it's sense of urgency that or seriousness that yes, this is very important. Yeah. And of course, if we are able to offer the results of it to the Lord, hmm, usually we are at the moment think, as you said, basic needs. Huh?
Mm.
For us, it's a basic need. For Krishna, he may think, hey, why you have to work? Now just put yourself in a situation that your father is very rich. Yeah, he is very much successful person. He has a good business and everything, and uh, and then you want to go and apply for a job, look for a job. What will your father think?
Yeah, he won't be happy. Or
Hmm? Or at least he would say, hey, what is happening? Hmm.
mm.
Huh? After all, even you will work and you'll do what? You'll get maybe job satisfaction, or at that you have done something. You'll say, hey, why don't you do it in my own business?
Yeah.
Hmm? He would just say, hey, we have, yeah, if you really want to help others, yeah, you can also counsel people who are in our company. Huh? So, yeah, there is always, that's why devotional service, direct devotional service is superior to indirect ways of serving the Lord. You may say, Papa, no, 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 let me earn money and give it to you. And I feel great proud that after all, I have shared your burden. Now, the Father is saying there is no burden. I can supply food and everything for everyone.
Mm.
Hmm? But still, it is your desire, right? Because you think that this way you want to serve.
Yeah. Yes.
Hmm? So it is sometimes we don't know what we are actually asking. Is it really good for us? Is it really what the Lord wants? And after all, okay, then we say, okay, of course, I'm living in the world. I can't. Uh, I'm. I am still not having such a great faith that the Lord is going to take care of me. Or no, I'm already married. I also have to take responsibilities of the family. I should do it. All these things, yeah. So yeah, fine. And if that is the secondary way, I mean, yeah, because we are already in some circumstances where we are going through and we cannot offer direct service 24 by 7 or at least full-time devotee. Yeah, because if you see in temples, they are devotees, they don't work. Hmm?
Yeah. Mm.
They also, but then are their basic needs are not covered? what they need, basic shelter, what they need, some food, what they need is service opportunity, plenty of service opportunity. What they do, morning they get up, they attend the morning program in the temple till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, take prasadam, they go out for distributing the books or prasadam of the Lord in the streets. They come, take some prasad, and again read something, and evening they do arati and take little prasadam and read, and then that's it. Are the basic needs not taken care?
It is.
I'm just using this example of job, but of course we can see from different examples similarly, because Lord declares Himself that I take care of everyone. But because we do not have so much faith, we are finding our ways of how to take care of ourselves. We think that that is what to stand on our legs. What is it called? On our feet. Huh? We think that is the best. Hmm? And of course, we should do that so that we don't become burden on others. This is also the reason why you are, I think, if a question comes, I should also work. Why? Because we don't want to be burden on others. But there are ways how we can avoid to be burden on others, hmm, and always depending on the Lord, serving Him. Yeah, because this is what happens. The devotees in the temple, they are not just wasting their time. What they are doing, they are going spreading. They are giving book distribution, prasadam, and whatever Lakshmi or money that comes, they give it to the temple, and the temple is organizing such a way that they are taken care. The basic needs are there for medical facilities that are required, insurances are there. So in that way, of course, I'm not selecting any one temple or one such institution. I'm just saying how things can still be, but because we don't want to lose our independence. Huh? Just imagine, if I have to be in temple, will I have my free, what do we call that? Freedom? Can I invite others? Can I celebrate? So many questions will come, huh? Which means that we still have our independence, and then we want to dictate our life like how we want. At the same time, we also want comfort. So that's why we have to take up jobs outside. And as soon as we are talking about the rest of the world, not devotion, then there is always exploits that happen. Yeah, a manager may be pleased or not pleased, a job may be there or not there. Huh? Facilities are there now, may not be there forever. Because they are not there forever, so I'm already started anxious about it from now. Huh?
Yeah.
So if we really take some time and really think about all these things, we understand that anxiety is actually a choice. Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah, because anxiety is a choice, definitely we can avoid it. And this is the way where we understand that the qualities that we need. And coming back to your main question, prayer. Yes, prayers are powerful. So let me use the power. But how do we use the power? For what? For the right thing. Anyabhilashita sunyam jnana karmad anavritam anukulyena Krishna. That is best. What kind of desires? If we have that, okay. Yeah. Let me know if net is not good again.
Yeah, Prabhuji, just
So,
seconds it was frozen, but you were chanting that mantra, talking about significance of prayer.
can you hear me now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, I'm just changing the network. Mm. Mm. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So, Shakti Priya Mataji, are you able to get, yeah, on what should we really be anxious and other things, what to do, and what prayers even we should offer? Of course, it might appear quite high, but if we aim for them, we will be getting anxiety free. Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, we should pray. Yeah, we should pray for a service opportunity to develop advance in devotion. And of course, we should also pray for good health, because if we have good health, then only we can practice bhakti. And then if we go to a next stage, we may think, okay, let me also pray for a job, because with job, then I can maintain my life. Yeah, all these are fine as long as we do not miss the track.
Yeah.
And how to handle anxiety is, again, it comes more into anxiety management or fear management, is we we do not want to think about things that are not in our influence. We think only about things that are in our hands. Whether it could be preparing for an interview, we prepare, give our best. Whether it is an exam, we prepare well and give the best. Whether it is giving a discourse, or whether it is giving what do you call, uh, performing, performance on the stage, whatever it can be, we are not yet looking about what kind of result it will come. The result is given by the Lord,
Yeah.
but what we can do is the best preparation, and then uh, with peace of mind we give our best, and whatever is coming rest from that, from the Lord, is of course nice.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. I could also relate this to relate this to Hanuman's Sundarakantam.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like becoming bigger than the problems,
Yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah,
just working on our qualification and not worry about the results.
yeah, exactly. So we are more, and then these qualities, yeah. So sometimes don't we feel that, okay, are we quite old enough now? We can't have new qualities, new learnings, or yeah, because we may think that, okay, if I was a kid in youth and all these things were quite easy, I'm very fast at learning new tricks. We also know that, what is it called? Old dog can't learn new tricks. Huh? We may think that. That is, yeah, to some extent it can be, but if we just imagine that if the Lord wants, that if the Lord sees that we can use our traits for good purpose, so it's not impossible. We see, like, okay, going to the US at age of 69, we are talking about a old man walking not within India, going far away in the US, and then he established everything. Hmm? Didn't Prabhupada had to learn the situation in US or in different countries? Was it going to be easy? Just imagine if we go to German, if someone comes without German language, how difficult it is.
Yeah.
Hmm? So we in this devotion we always are Anandam Buddhi Vartanam. We are expanding this pleasure that we are uh, Anandam Buddhi Vartanam Pratipadam Purnamrudaspadanam. When we are chanting, what is happening is that that happiness comes so much and so much that all other things, yeah, we don't really care. Whether it is anxiety, fear, happiness, so-called happiness, so-called distress, all these things, we don't have much time to think all these things. Why? Because we are focused on what? Pleasing the Lord, and yeah, and as you said very nicely that these are, because we don't have clarity, that's why we see these all as our problems. Huh? If I have a job, we think that it is not a problem, but yeah, If we are mature enough, we see, hey, what am I doing? I have only got one life. I have only got one life. Can we just think about it very seriously? One life we have, and what am I doing here? Are we really serious of our life to take proper control of it? Huh? Rather, we are spending a lot of time for non-devotional activities. That's how we actually change our thoughts. Like, okay, I have some time. What should I do now? Should I chant or should I go for party? I have some time. Shall I call my friend and talk chit chat, or do some devotional service? So everything that, yeah. So that's how we develop to become all. When we are doing all this prioritization, automatically these qualities come. Why? Because the Lord declares in Bhagavad Gita that I will take away what the devotee does not need, and I will fill, even if he doesn't has, I will give him what he needs.
Great. Okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
So that is the assurance. So in that filling business, yeah, it is the Lord who has to take care of us, not we ourselves. Just like a rich father is going to take care of all the people. It's not the individuals are thinking, okay, no, I have to stand on my feet and I have to do something. Uh, we just engage ourselves in the service of the Lord. Then rest everything will be taken care. But of course, it's not like, okay, it's not like any other. We come across also so many institutions or philosophies where we say, oh, give up everything and only worship the Lord. Huh? What we should give up, we should be very careful. Are we going to give our assets? If we are giving them up, uh, we should give them up such a way that they help us in devotion. Which means like, okay, so you have inherited a lot of property, and now you say, no, I don't need all this because for bhakti, why? What is the purpose of this? No, yeah. Now these assets are your, these inherited property is your asset. Now use best in service, because that's how we want to create our akarma. We want to create, yeah. So we want to show, yeah, we will not just leave it like that. Okay, no, we take it and use it for the service of the Lord. It's not a take it easy business. It's a very, very serious. If something I have, I will not give it up, but actually use it in the service of the Lord. That's how we see so many devotees. Yeah, when I was in Vrindavan, I saw there was a young man. He's not even that old. You know what? He has donated the land. Not only he has donated the land, but he also has constructed a temple on it. And not only that, he has arranged the deities, the murtis that need to be worshipped. We may think the land is material. We don't want to be in that. So he has donated the land, and not only that, he has constructed the big building, and also very fine. So in that way, what is he doing? He's using whatever is in his hand uh, in the service of the Lord. I don't know, Shakti Priya Mataji, if it's quite a long answer, but just gives a perspective of what to focus on and how to be free from anxiety and fear.
Sure, it is getting clear, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, these are the two things. I think Adirasa Prabhu was asking, okay, will chanting should be enough? No. What we say is we take shelter of Bhagavatam, we take shelter of Gita, so that this wisdom will help us to gain that qualities. That's why we see in India so many IIT experts, right, who are why they understand that Krishna consciousness is the topmost, because they are not only intelligent, they understand after all these things will only bind us here. One can become a super, what do we call this, highly demanding job. Yeah, so many have gone from IIT institutes to the US. Hmm. Though they are, we know, right? How if someone gets a seat in IIT universities, they don't have to pay much. Not only that, they don't have to pay; they are even paid. What is it called? Stipendum.
Stipend, yeah.
Yeah, they are paid. And after that, what are they doing next? Okay, in the government authorities, no, 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 I want to earn more and more and more. What happened? They went to the US. Yeah, they can be very, very successful. Well, materially successful. Yeah. So every moment that what are they had a choice to develop in Krishna consciousness or develop in this world. Someone has selected to develop in the material world successful, uh, and they have taken that path. But after all, it's not what do we call by that. Huh? If the same person is engaging whatever assets he has made, that is also devotion. That is what we try to learn from this chapter. Krishna is saying either engage directly in my service or indirectly. What is best? Direct.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we also
Hmm.
speak about like we have some skills, and that is all given by God, and we
Hmm.
have to protect it and make proper use of it.
Hmm.
Things happen in life for a reason. Like
Hmm.
we study, we have some qualification, and that's all given by God.
Hmm.
We don't know. I'm not sure if we took it as a conscious decision, but it is all given by God, and we should make use of it. And
Correct. Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Yeah,
we
that's what
have to
makes
practice.
it different. Yeah. You want to say so? Hmm?
We have to practice devotion service at the same time. Uh, use the skill sets given by God.
Yeah.
Good purpose.
Yeah. So this is what is Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya means we are not just giving up, renunciating anything, everything that we have in our hand, um, but actually using everything in the service of the Lord. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Just like an example is that when I think His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj gives that when a person is walking on the beach, first he got uh, a stick. Hmm? And afterwards, when he walked still further, then he saw one, what do you know, this, coconut shell or kind of a round thing. And then when he went further, then he came across a string. And then he has used all of these to do what? To make a, what do you call this? Sitar? Not sitar. Ektar. Hmm? Now this small thing that we vibrate, right? So some sannyasis or sadhus, they do to do bhajan. I think, is it not sarang? Ektar, I think. No, anyway, so he made a musical instrument of it. So we have to see that what do we have in our hands so that we can make use of it in the service of the Lord. If one is in a very, very prominent position in a business, yes, he can also learn all the skills and apply that in the organization. Yeah, he can also take active part of being a member of the board and take very important decisions and help the organization management. If one is having a lot of assets, what will the assets will do? He should understand these should not bind us, rather I should use them for the maintenance of the temples, organizations. So in that way, we will develop this detachment. Hmm? Not not that we are mm, giving up such great skills that we have. We rather what we are doing is we are using it. Uh, I would say that yeah, if I am a manager at a company, I'm learning everything so that now I want to see how can I apply in the temple or in the spiritual organization or in the group or wherever, whatever ways we can. Just like a musician, right? He might be expert in a Hollywood or a Bollywood. He learned everything from childhood for many years. He knows how to compose. He knows how to set up a studio. Everything. The same thing he can do it privately. Hmm? So in that way,
Yes, Prabhuji.
yeah. Thank you. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So Prabhuji, when when we talk about devotional service, it's like okay, when we are offering something to God, like bhog. So I was reading yesterday one story of Namdev ji, and the kind of he was so innocent in that he wanted to offer Krishna the food, and and the God had to come, so that level of devotion, or what do you say,
Faith. Yeah.
faith, that it was amazing, and I am like, we are still, I don't know, when I am offering to God, like, I have a feeling, okay, you just offer and God is taking something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So that is the what we call this level of advancement. Yeah. So much absorbed. Like this is also we hear, right? The deities in the temple or at home, they are not just some murtis, yeah, made of some stone or some metal or the Lord. When we call seriously, sincerely, He is present there, and when He is present there, which means He can also accept. So great devotees, yeah, like as you referred, Namdev, uh, and also this, what is that? Sakshi Gopal. So many wonderful pastimes show that, yeah, the devotees and even at children, they're not so like, okay, have read so many scriptures and the Lord, when they have so much faith, their path is quite straight and fast. And as we read about them so that we can aspire like, okay, I will also understand that yes, the Lord is there. The more and more we read and more we hear, that will increase our clarity, or understanding that the Lord is indeed here at home or indeed in the temple. It's not like they're only, okay, idol worship is verboten, what is it, prohibited. No, why should it be prohibited when one can have straight access to the Lord? Hmm? Yeah.
And also, when you think about Arjuna, or the go what is the friends, or friends
Gopakumar.
of Gopi, Gop Gop
Acha,
we
gopis.
call them, no,
Gopikas.
gopis are there, and the other one, the boys,
Gopas.
gopas are there. So this is one kind of relation uh, they had with the God, like the friends relation, sakha.
Yeah.
And there are some try to see Krishna as their son. There are so different relations. So I was wondering, like, so when you are on this path, you should make this relation, or how do I say?
Okay, I understand. Your question is, should we aspire for such relations and start worshipping the Lord in such kind of relationship?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think initially we should understand that whatever, yeah, again, the examples that you have given are already polished devotees. They have
True.
already understood. And at the moment, we should just aspire to become just servant of the Lord. And of course, slowly, when our purity increases, yeah, when all the cleanliness that has to happen in our heart increases, the Lord will reveal what is our relation. Because before we came to this world, we already were serving the Lord with some relationship. We already had it. Now we cannot simply say, come on, Lord, please reveal me what I was. Rather than that, if we show our serious sincerity in serving the Lord once again, yeah, that when I go back to the spiritual world, the Lord is assured that I'm going to serve Him again. Hmm? That is what we want to establish now. We are not focusing, or we are not thinking that I want to have a Vatsalya Bhav. Please, Lord, this
Yes.
is also what happened. That is the reason why Vasudev and Devaki were blessed by Krishna. Yeah, because they had this desire. I think at this moment we should only focus on one thing, that let me purify myself, let me increase my taste for any service. And slowly, when the Lord is revealing, this comes in a very, very advanced stage where the Lord Himself, yeah, who is inside our heart, He will say, yes, you engage in this so and so service, I will be very pleased. Or just like here, we know Atri and Anasuya, they worshipped and they wanted to have someone as God. So all they
Yes.
are great personalities, and we just can't simply take that and start thinking from now itself. After they have attained perfection, their prayers were more refined. Yeah?
True.
At this
Yes.
moment, we can only think, how can I serve you best? And then the Lord is giving opportunities, whether it could be cutting vegetables or whether cleaning the floor or singing. Yeah. I always think that this ground is our, what is this called? Our camp, a camp where we learn. Yeah. A workshop where we learn everything. And slow we build our attachment to the Lord. And yeah, I think the other day when we were talking about Mirabai, so they are already perfect beings, examples. What we see there is the level of devotion. We should pray for that kind of devotion, but not like, okay, because she gave up her husband. Let me also do that. Hmm? As an example, yeah. So that won't work. Or we take, okay, Rukmini, see, she had no other thought. She even Krishna came to kidnap. Let me also pray for that. No, our position is, we should understand. I am so much unfit. I have so many disqualifications. Lord, please help me that I can engage in your menial service and purify myself and engage me in any service. Yeah? And not only that, even if you throw me in any kind of hell, one blessing please give me that I can still serve you.
Yeah. True. Thank you, Prabhuji, for such a
Thank
good
you.
answer. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, any other questions? Because I think next verse will take longer. We'll discuss that next week. Any practical application questions on these verses? Of course, my intention is not to give a very philosophical answer, which is not practical for me also. I'll try to bring it at least for me that, okay, what is really practical now? So, bigger things, high level things, yeah, when we approach great people and when we become greater, then the Lord will arrange for hearing to those kind of topics. Nishant Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Hare Krishna. What do you say?
Ji Prabhuji, yeah, I fully agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lata Mataji. You already crossed this, right? So you were in the 14th chapter, if I understood, or 13th in your course in a different way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's nice if you also um, share your realizations or experience or questions, understanding that keeps you very active in this. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I could continue talking, but I don't know whether I'm able to relate to you all.
Prabhuji, definitely it is Just small comment that it is definitely relatable to the real life, and thank you for all these questions which were asked, and you put it in a very in the context also. Yeah, this is for everybody. It is all about, I think we were talking the other day about the passion. So this is exactly the topic is that sometimes even this is what I would like to also share again, that I always thought that I'm not anymore aspiring or want to devote in the bhakti, but so I'm not going for the passion anymore. But it is not that we say that now I'm not pursuing the passion, so everything is okay. But we have already took some steps in the past, so those things will still be there. So the wishes or the desires which we have already started, they will still come as an obstacle. They will still be there, or they will still, for example, the availability, or as you mentioned, people will always have a choice to either advance in the bhakti or in the material world. So, okay, if you do not want any more and you have realized it, but whatever you have already expanded, it will demand your time and the resources, the attention. So exactly, it was all, I'm very happy that Mataji asked all the questions in this direction, and it was very, very helpful that you give further guidance on that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so the more and more we read and discuss these things, it appears like, hey, this book is mainly for, it's not a spiritual book, of course, it's a spiritual book, but it appears like, okay, a guide for our practical and right way of living. It's not like a very exalted, of course, exalted also, but we can also relate ourselves to what way we are now. What is it's something like we go, right? If we have an issue, then we refer to a manual and so page. If you do so and so thing, then you get it. So to that detail, this Gita is so relevant for us. We can benefit even if we are neophyte. We can benefit even if we advance. Mahesh Prabhu, what would you say? I'm just asking. Yeah, let's spend 5 minutes time. Just if someone want to share how it has been.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah, I agree to what you have said, and also habits and process what you enrich in the daily life. That is what the example which you gave about exams. So instead of targeting about the exams, develop a process or a habit which will be in a way that you're not bothered about the exams and you are still prepared for it. So we have habits and a process like we are cultivating that daily about reading, preaching. So this all will make things smoother. That's what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong in this.
No, I mean, that's how, yeah. After a certain age, we think that we know everything or we cannot learn anything. But I think our life is, yeah, because we have not learned everything in our school days, huh? And that gives us a lot of
Yeah.
room to improve even now. At least this is what I think. There's always, uh,
Yeah.
yeah, as Sarika Mataji was giving examples of exalted devotees, that gives us where they are and where we are, a realistic check, and how we can achieve such a faith like a child.
Mhm.
Yeah, nice, very nice.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Dinath Prabhu.
Yeah, regarding this, context, actually, there is a very beautiful purport by Srila Prabhupada in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2 or 3, I don't remember, but here it says that any talent which we are using in the service of the God that we have, that will be multiplied multifold by God Himself. I mean, when because he will only make it multiplied. Because I think there is a practical example which it was taken that, yeah, let's take an example of a musician composing music for the sense gratification, like movies. Though the musician achieves big awards in practical life, that music will be remembered maybe, I don't know, maximum some years, but the kirtans or the music which are delivered under the service of the God, we are still remembering since time immemorial. Like all the great devotees, we are still remembering even now in this current so fast-paced internet age. So we already have examples. So
And they call as gold, right?
correct,
So old is gold.
Yes.
So not every old is gold, because so many old have left attention, but some are able to, because of as you rightly said, that what is touch. So when we do something, what happens? What is our expectation is to touch the Lord and and when Lord is touched by our service, and what will Lord do? Just like yesterday we were discussing about, when just we are talking about demigods, Yama and Yamaraj and Shani, they were touched by the favor of Hanuman, and then what happened? They are blessed. And now we are talking about the Lord, who is ever eager to reciprocate. And in that reciprocation, if we do little, I mean, we can ourselves assess what qualifications do we have to really offer services to the Lord. No, I don't have any qualifications. I don't have any qualities. I am fit for nothing. But just this, still I want to try. When I want to bring this, then the Lord is giving everything. There are instances where I don't know what to do, but Lord gives the right intelligence to think properly. There are moments where I don't know, there are no people to do something. The Lord is giving, okay, the skills that I need to do something. So in that way, the Lord, I mean, as you have rightly brought up, we don't have to worry. I don't know. We just show our eagerness to serve the Lord, and we may learn new things, or we may just polish our own things, what we have to that, and then we ourselves will see, hey, yes, this means devotion. This means that it's not a one-way thing. It's that the Lord is very much lively present in what we are doing. He's taking part.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Prabhuji, just to Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, just to brief on, like, expand on what Dhyanta Prabhu just mentioned, right? Like, God multiplies your skills when you use something in the service of Him. So I don't know if it's the right example, but we know Mr. Kiravani, who got this recent Oscar. He's famous for the RRR movie, but to be honest, right, he made two wonderful compositions. One is Annamaya and Sri Ramadasu. So he was the music director for both the things. And though all of us know about Annamaya, but I think after the songs that on the movie, it got, Annamaya at least became, the personality became famous, at least in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Previously, I think it was only limited to Andhra, but all of us understood that he was a forerunner even before Tyagaraja, the Trinity. Maybe I'm just thinking that God amplified his skills, because I think Kiravani was a small time musician, not a real, great one. And he's what he's been blessed with something good.
Yeah. So he's sometimes the chosen for especially devotional songs in the film industry.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So whatever skills, whatever talent we have, if we can really use them right way, then the Lord will give opportunities. At the moment, we cannot see the whole plan of the Lord, but at least when we start, then we will be very much fascinated that Lord really has a plan for us also. It's only that because I'm so much busy, I'm not able to see it. But Lord has a plan for every one of us.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you so much. Then wish you a very nice rest of the weekend, and let's meet anyway. Evening we'll meet at Ram Katha. That's happening.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Vinimada Prabhu.
Yeah, just about the service which we do in for the Krishna, so it always remember by the people also. For example, if you take Jayadev Goswami Maharaj, from 12th century he had written Ashtapadi. Until now, ISKCON people are singing those glories.
Yeah.
More than 800 years completed.
Yeah.
So what are the talents which we have when we use it in the service of Lord? It stays eternal.
Yeah. Yeah. This reminds me of that all the music, right? So if you say classic music and all, they are great personalities. The whole music, even instruments, whatever the instruments that currently being played or learned and all, they have a strong root towards serving the Lord. That was the main purpose of all the instruments that came, all these ragas that came. Yeah, if we read the life history of Tyagaraja and Muthuswami, Dikshit, they didn't want to go all these performances and all these things. They had so much attachment, so much mood in what writing and singing for the Lord. Yeah, when we talk about Annamacharya, Ramadas, so many saintly persons, what they have expressed their feelings. It's not like, okay, let me create an album and earn some money. That was not at all their interest. And because of that, they have left a very, very nice legacy, even for us, that we can relish. If now we want to know about the Lord, we don't, I mean, at least I don't look or refer to the latest compositions. Why? Because we have already a treasure full of lyrics, compositions by great devotees. They're not artists. We call them as composers, we call them as artists and all, because we see that, oh, it looks like a profession, or we look like, okay, but they are not ordinary. They are devotees. As part of that devotion only everything happened. The root is devotion. Even if you talk about who was that professor, who is he, Rupa, mathematician, who went to the UK, Ramanuja. Yeah, he was ready to even give up everything, whatever he got, but he was not ready to give up the standard of devotion. He was ready, yeah. He got sick in the US, but he didn't. Though, no, I'm in the Western world, let me eat what is available here. He maintained his standards. And that's why whatever his research is even today recognized. He wrote so many that we are still now proving one after the other. It is not because of that great mathematical skills qualifications, but because he was a devotee. Yep. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji.
Yep. Thank you very much. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Only 15 is finished now? Or
What is finished? 15 is finished.
15
Yeah.
Shloka, okay.